All right. Let's dive into something we all experience at some point in our lives. Let's talk about being alone. It's a topic that often makes us uncomfortable, but it's important. It's something we all face. Sometimes it scares us. The silence, the solitude, it can be overwhelming. We think we need someone else to feel whole, to be happy. We look at others and see their connections, their relationships. But here's the truth. We are enough, just as we are. We don't need external validation to feel complete. Being alone doesn't have to be lonely. It can be a time of self-discovery and personal growth. It can be a chance to grow, to learn, to find ourselves, to understand our own thoughts and feelings without outside influence. We all crave connection. It's natural. Human beings are social creatures after all, but mistaking that for a constant need for company, that's where we trip up. We start to believe we can't be happy alone. That's where we trip up. We start to fear being alone, thinking it's a sign of failure or inadequacy. We start to fear being alone, and that fear, it can lead us down a bad path. It can make us cling to unhealthy relationships. And that fear, it can lead us down a bad path. It can make us settle for less than we deserve. It can keep us from finding true happiness, the kind that comes from within, the kind that isn't dependent on others. So let's drop the fear. Let's embrace the quiet moments. The times when we are alone with our thoughts, let's embrace the quiet moments. The ones where we can reflect and recharge. The ones where it's just us. Those moments are precious and powerful. That's where the magic happens, when we learn to be comfortable in our own company. Trust me on this one. Embrace being alone, and you'll find a strength you never knew you had. Why do we fear being alone? It's simple. We're social creatures. We crave connection, validation. From the moment we're born, we seek the warmth and comfort of others. It's ingrained in our very nature. We seek it in others. We find joy in shared experiences, in laughter, in the company of friends and family. But what happens when we don't find it? We feel empty, incomplete. The silence becomes deafening, and the solitude unbearable. We start to believe we need someone else to complete us, to make us happy. We look at others and think they hold the key to our fulfillment. This is a dangerous trap. It can lead us down a path of dependence and insecurity. It leads to dependence, insecurity. We become anxious, constantly seeking validation from others. We lose ourselves in the search for someone else. We forget who we are, what we want. The truth is, true happiness comes from within, from loving and accepting ourselves. It's about finding peace in our own company. When we rely on others for our happiness, we give away our power. We place our well-being in someone else's hands. It's time to take it back, to reclaim our sense of self, our independence, to find solace in our own company, to enjoy the simple pleasures of life alone, to realize that being alone doesn't mean being lonely. It's an opportunity for self-discovery. It's a chance to reconnect with ourselves, to discover who we are, what we want, to embrace solitude as a gift, not a curse. So how do we do it? How do we embark on this journey of self-acceptance and self-love? How do we learn to enjoy our own company, to find joy in solitude? It starts with self-discovery, with getting to know ourselves on a deeper level. Think about the things you enjoy, the things that make you feel alive. Do them. Alone, embrace the solitude, read a book, take a walk, paint, write. Engage in activities that bring you joy and fulfillment. The more time you spend with yourself, the more you'll learn about yourself. You'll uncover layers you never knew existed. You'll discover your passions, your strengths, your weaknesses. You'll understand what truly makes you happy. And you'll start to appreciate the unique individual that you are. You'll see your worth and value. It's a journey, not a destination. It's about the process of growing and evolving. There will be bumps along the way, challenges that test your resolve. But with each step, you'll become more comfortable in your own skin, more confident, more at peace. You'll find a sense of contentment that comes from within. Section 4, the one where we explore ourselves. Don't be afraid to explore new things. Take that cooking class. Join that hiking group. Learn a new language. When you're alone, you're more open to new experiences. You're not influenced by the opinions of others. You can truly be yourself. This freedom allows you to discover hidden talents and passions, things you never knew you loved. Remember, life is a journey of self-discovery, and the most exciting discoveries are often made when we're on our own. Section 5, the one where we travel alone. Now, let's talk about solo travel. It can be daunting, but it's also incredibly liberating. When you travel alone, you're in control. You choose your own adventure. You set your own pace. You meet new people on your own terms. You're free to get lost in the moment, to experience new cultures without distractions, to connect with yourself on a deeper level. Solo travel pushes you out of your comfort zone. It forces you to rely on yourself, and that builds confidence, independence. It opens your mind to new possibilities. So pack your bags, book that flight, the world is waiting. Section 6, the one where we love ourselves. Learning to enjoy being alone is a journey of self-love. It's about recognizing your own worth, embracing your imperfections, celebrating your individuality. It's about creating a fulfilling life for yourself, one that doesn't depend on the presence of others. Start small. Take yourself out to dinner. Go for a walk in nature. Spend an evening at home with a good book. The more time you spend with yourself, the more you'll appreciate your own company. And that, my friends, is the key to true happiness.